Let's take a wild ride back to the glitzy world of cinema in the 60s and meet the dazzling Turkish actress Turkan Soray. This lady probably is one of the most hard-working women throughout all the world when it comes to acting. Okay, we're gonna get into why she works hard. And before we get too deep into the video, I do not speak Turkish, obviously, and I am trying. I've even looked up how to pronounce every single name on here. But if I happen to make a mistake and you're from Turkey, just correct me kindly in the comments. English is not even my first language. I struggle with that often, so okay? But you will see just what I mean by she is a hard worker with her craft. She takes her craft very seriously, and this is why I feel like, oh my goodness, people deserve to know who she is. She has put in the work that you just have to know who she is. Turkish films, even though I do not speak Turkish, I find it very soothing. You can kind of get the gist of a movie by just seeing how they're acting. They're very animated actresses and actors, and I find their films very soothing sometimes. And she just happens to be in all of the Turkish movies that I like. So let's get into it. She is not an ordinary star. She is a supernova. She lit up the big screen and society alike. And back in the day, Turkan was like the Brigitte Bardot of Turkey, which I did a video for Brigitte Bardot also, setting new trends in fashion and beauty. Her influence didn't stop at the border though. It rippled through time and space, and even now, her impact can still be felt and seen. Take the rising star, Demi. When she was cooking up her character Maddie for the hit show Euphoria, guess who she had on her mood boards? Yep, you guessed it, our very own Turkan Soray. She's been influencing fashionistas for decades, and it doesn't look like she'll be stopping anytime. And if you were to go on TikTok right now and put her name on the search, you will see so many people that aren't even from Turkey doing makeup inspired by her. And oh, I just love to see it, because I'm like, yes, she deserves her recognition. She deserves it. And they're doing hair tutorials, like thousands and thousands of videos, or doing edits for her. It's real cute to see. Turkan Soray, so-called Sultan of Turkish cinema, has been the most recognizable film star in Turkey for nearly 50 years. She has starred in more than 222 films since 1960. And she holds the record for the most feature films for a female actress worldwide. Now you see why I say she works hard. There has been no other female actress that has been in as many movies as she has worldwide. And even with this much success and breaking records, many people outside of Turkey have never heard of this beauty. And in this video, it's going to be short and sweet, but we're going to highlight her career, her work ethic, and the inspiration that she is. And we're also going to talk about her beauty influence that has been growing through these past couple of years. But first, hey friend, welcome to my channel, karinealourde, where we deep dive and break down the most iconic stars through history. If you're not yet subscribed, please be sure to do so. And if you're already subscribed, please turn on your notification bell so you never miss an upload. Now let's get into this video. Now I found online that she's 5'5", right? Which I was shocked, because she is giving more like 5'7", 5'8". She just appears so elegant. Like she has such a long, elegant neck, you know, and I think it's the hairstyles that add a little bit length to her. I just expected her to be much taller, right? And she appears so much taller to me. I don't know. She is known also for wearing a lot of makeup. Like I said, you can find a lot of looks inspired from her from TikTok. And the key to her makeup is to overline the lips and to line the eyes. The key to looking like a Turkish actress, you know, glamour girl, is to do the eyes to appear bigger, and then to overline the lips, and to use darker brow pencils, etc., and bold lashes and blush. Do not be afraid of makeup. And she also had her signature beauty mark, and she was not afraid to play with hair and wore extensions often and just get very, very creative. She believed in big hair, big makeup, everything is bigger, right? In terms of diet and fitness, there's not much information out there about that. She is very, very private. Even though she's been in the limelight for so long and has been in so many movies, you would be surprised that you're not gonna find much information out there about her, and there's literally only one record of her dating one guy. She's just very, very low key, and she's a lot smarter than a lot of people think. But with the beauty and fitness, the only thing I found was that she enjoys Turkish cuisine and she loves to eat. She doesn't really indulge in diets and stuff like that to an extreme, but you know, she still watches what she eats, but food is good, so she will eat. Now, If you're ever walking down the street of Turkey, and I saw some videos like that on TikTok where you have people go and ask strangers in the street, in Turkey of course, who is the hottest actress or actor, you know, like Turkish actress or whatever, modern day, right? And a lot of the younger generation would be hesitant and thinking, but then the minute the interviewer would ask about Turkan Soray, everyone's eyes would light up. Oh, like, yeah, oh, she's great, she's this, I love her movies and stuff. So even with this modern generation, she is still that girl. Turkan isn't just any actress. She's a living legend, a beacon of Turkish cinema. The people lovingly dubbed her Sultan after her role in the film Sultan Bride, and a nickname stuck. She wasn't your typical damsel in distress though. Turkan often portrayed strong, resilient women who face adversity with courage. While she starred in a variety of genres, it was her socially conscious dramas that truly touched people's hearts. Films like Bitter Life, The Wren, My Prostitute Love, Sultan Bride, and the unforgettable The Girl with Red Scarf are still etched in the minds of many. She was born on June 28, 1945, in vibrant Istanbul. Turkan's journey to stardom wasn't a walk in the park. Her father was a government official and her mother was a housewife. They led a very simple life, far removed from the glitz and glamour of cinema. But their divorce, when Turkan was just 9 years old, marked the end of her childhood. With her father remarrying and her mother working tirelessly at a tire factory, young Turkan had to step up, taking care of her sisters and their home. Money was tight, and Turkan, along with her mother and sisters, moved from one neighborhood to another. They settled in a humble neighborhood in Istanbul, but Turkan's fate took a turn. Here, she befriended Emel Yildiz, their landlord's daughter, who had minor roles in Turkish movies. And one day, Turkan accompanied Emel to a film set, and there, filmmaker Turker spotted her. He saw something special in Turkan and persuaded her to try her luck in films. The rest, as they say, is history. But imagine being a teenager with the entire weight of your family's financial situation on your shoulders. That was her story. Reality when she stepped into the world of acting at just 15 years old. Her mom wasn't too keen on her becoming an actress, but the prospect of extra income was hard to ignore. So young Turkan dived headfirst into the film industry, working at a breakneck speed. She was churning out a movie almost every month for the first 15 years of her career. So every month there would be a new film that would come out from her. She did not sleep. She was memorizing lines like homegirl was working, okay? And by the mid 1970s, she had already acted in over 150 films. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? But then, do you guys know how hard it is to do one movie in a year, let alone to be in like one every other month? That's crazy. But then things took a turn. A worldwide oil crisis hit and Turkey's economy went into a tailspin. Filmmakers were producing fewer films, which meant less work for Soray, but she didn't let this slow her down. Instead, she used it as an opportunity to take on more meaningful roles. And one of the first films that catapulted her to stardom was Bitter Life. It wasn't your typical love story filled with laughs or melodrama. Instead, the director aimed to depict the real struggles of a man and woman within a realistic social context. This film was a big win for Turkish cinema, which was trying to shake off its theatrical roots and become a bona fide industry led by genuine filmmakers. And by this point, Turkan was a big deal in Turkish cinema. She was always in demand, making around 12 to 13 films per year. Oh, that's just crazy. I can't even imagine. I'm tired just thinking about that. And most of these films were big hits with the audiences. Like, people just was not getting tired of her. And that further cemented her status as the Sultan of Turkish cinema. They were hungrier. Every new film, they were hungrier for her next film. And what made Turkan special was her versatility. She could play any role, be it a poor city girl, a high society lady, a comedic role, a hardworking peasant woman, or even a prostitute. No matter what the character, she brought her unique charm to each, her sex appeal, her smile, her lovable nature, and just her love for life. In the film 10 Women, she showcased her acting chops by playing 10 different characters in one movie. I only know Eddie Murphy to do that, right? And she did that, played 10 different roles, each with their own unique social roles and perspectives, and she played it so effortlessly that people just gave her standing ovation, like wow. She even tried her hand at directing a few films, proving that women could make great films too, and her films were great. Today, Turkan Soray remains an active and beloved figure in the Turkish film industry. Her passion for acting hasn't faded as she continues to charm audiences with her performances year after year. She won her first of many awards when she received the Best Actress prize at the Golden Orange Film Festival for the film Bitter Life, and at the end of the 1960s, she was named one of the 4 greatest actresses of the Turkish cinema. And in 1983, she married actor Cihan Ünal, but they divorced in 1987. They have a daughter called Yağmur, and again, forgive me if I'm mispronouncing those names, don't kill me, but this is all I have for her for this video. Like I said, she's very, very private, very, very low-key. You don't hear much about her. She has an autobiography, but of course, there's none in English. Hopefully one day, you know, they can get it translated into English. There's some movies here on YouTube that has the full movie and they have English subtitles for her, like some of her films. You guys should check it out and get familiar with her. I really think she is giving Bridget Bardot, right? I'll pin the Bridget Bardot video in the comment section also. I just think she is just stunning, and I fell in love with her work ethic to just be like, wow, woman, 222 films. Being in 12 to 13 films a year. When did she sleep? She took her job so seriously and deserves the recognition that she is getting today. So leave a red heart in the comments for her if you watched until the end, okay? And comment below who else would you guys like for me to do a video for, and if you like the music you're listening to, the link is in the description. Love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in. Until next time.